Gartmorn Dam is an amazing asset. It's a huge refuge for wildlife and it's really easy to access. It is within an hour's drive for half the Scottish population, but it means it's under huge amounts of pressure. As a ranger, I help people access the outdoors responsibly. So I do a lot of access work, improving footpaths, and maintaining footpaths, keeping them clear. I also help conserve the natural environment, so when people are accessing the outdoors, they're coming to more beautiful places and they're coming to places that have a better value for wildlife.
There's a huge amount that's special about the site. It's a site of special scientific interest, or SSI. There's basically not another site like it in Scotland. It's unique. Its exact formation of this habitat is absolutely unique. One of the cool things here about what made it is because it was an industrial landscape. It was a quarry at one point, and it was also a coal mine. And the water control system that was put in that led to a reservoir being here, and it's led to all the amazing wildlife we have today.
So as part of helping areas for wildlife, we run workshops to educate kids in how to access the countryside responsibly and also to get people out enjoying the outdoors so people can really experience nature and we can hopefully instill passion into them for protecting it.
You couldn't ask for a better office, really. My job as an outdoor instructor involves quite a varied task during the day. We're able to offer cycling, archery, bushcraft, forest school. The kids love, I think, being outdoors. You see a total different side of the kids when they're up here. Same with the families and the communities, actually. In a total different setting. Some of them have never been up here before and usually just use school grounds or play parks and things like that. But when they come up here, I've had feedback from the schools saying totally different children when they're outdoors. Caring for the wildlife on their visits up here is, well, first of all, it starts down at the old visitor centre, down at the cafe where they're kind of introduced to the wildlife, like the swans who are very inquisitive up here. They ask lots of questions about how they should be caring for them. You know, if people are up feeding the swans bread, why should they not be feeding bread, that kind of thing. They take time out in the woods just to listen to bird songs and stuff like that. So they've got a good understanding of what kind of wildlife we have up here and how they can have a wee look at them respectfully.
You've got everything, including all the rare plant species that live in the loch and the fen, but you've also got amazing bird life. It's a key refuge site for the Firth of Forth, and that's an internationally protected site for its bird life. And they need these refuge sites, especially in bad weather. So if you didn't have this on the Forth, we wouldn't have that amazing assemblage in the wider Forth. But there's a lot of very rare pollinators here. There's some really rare hoverflies. The site's quite famed for some of its hoverflies. We're not all that far from quite an urban area, and we've got all this on our doorstep. But also, we've got red squirrels, we've got lots of birds of prey, we have lots of other mammal species that are using in and around the site, huge volumes of insects, moths, butterflies. This is just a really cool place to see wildlife.
So many people enjoy it and we love that so many people enjoy it, but even tiny disturbances with that many people enjoying it accumulates to the point where it has a really big impact. So everyone has to do their bit to try and minimise the disturbance that they cause. Water safety is an issue around Gartmorn. Things like cyanobacteria, cold water shock, bird flu can all have risks to human health. So we ask that you read the notices that we've put up around the dam and follow any instructions that are there to help keep you safe.
We are the Scottish Women's Walking Group. We come from all over Scotland, and this part of the group is the central Scotland. So we post walks all over central Scotland, and this is one of our favourite walks. It's so good for our health and well-being, for our mental health, you know. And some of the wonderful conversations that we have on these walks are just incredible and funny. And we always come back from being out in places like Gartmorn, and you just feel so good because you've had fresh air, you've had company, you've seen a bit of wildlife, you know, rain doesn't really stop us, so we just get out and about and love it. We always follow the rural codes. We never leave any litter. If we've got dogs with us, we make sure that if we're near any nesting bird sites, or that our dogs are on the lead, and we're just very, very careful about, you know, reading instructions and reading information boards and making sure that we follow them, making sure that we close gates and just following the country code, really, you know.
There's loads of people use all this area because it is beautiful. There's walkers, cyclists. We can go right across the golf course. We've got a nice understanding with the golfers. They're great as well. Like, we'll wait if they're going to hit, we'll cross over. The cyclists are really good, the ping or whatever. Walkers, dog walkers, they all seem to have quite an understanding. But we're all quite patient with each other. We're really spoiled, yeah.
We need to get that balance right between people being out here to enjoy it, to engage with nature. It's so essential. We'd always ask people going around, you know, to use the paths and stick to the paths, especially when they're going around the loch, because if you go near or into the fen feature to maybe get a better look, and I know it's very tempting to get a better look at the wildlife for the views, but that can disturb the sensitive fen. It doesn't take many people walking over it to start causing damage. Being able to keep your dog on the lead as well, so it's not running across the fen or disturbing the animals, and of course taking all your rubbish and things home as well. So everybody that comes can play that huge role, and we do want everybody to come here, and we want to keep the site in as good condition so everybody can see it. This site changes every single time you visit, and you will see something unique and amazing every single time wildlife-wise. We all have a role in protecting and looking after this site and making sure we keep it for generations to come and get it going even better.
Find out everything you need to know about how to look after places like Gartmorn and our beautiful countryside in Clackmannanshire. Head to Nature Scott's Scottish Outdoor Access Code website and just follow any signs while you're out and about to look after our wildlife so it can thrive and we can continue to love it and enjoy it for generations to come.